The best theory that I've come across is that if you look at the different disorders that psychedelics appears to be effective in treating, depression, anxiety, obsessive compulsive disorder, addiction, all of these are mental disorders that involve a kind of rigidity of thought. People stuck in loops of rumination, inflexible thinking. They need this drug to get through the day. They have this narrative in their head that they're a bad person, that nothing is working in their life, or they have anxiety and they replay loops about, what makes them anxious. What psychedelics appear to do, what psilocybin appears to do, is break those habits of thought. It's kind of a solvent. And so that it shakes things up in a way that makes the brain more plastic, more able to learn new patterns. Because this is essentially people stuck in old patterns. And so I think that this is probably its contribution. The most beautiful metaphor of this I heard from a neuroscientist. He said, think of your mind as a hill covered in snow. And your thoughts are sleds going down the hill. After a while, your thoughts are going to keep getting drawn like attractors into the same grooves. And it's going to be very hard to get down the hill without falling into those grooves. Think of the psychedelic experience as a fresh snowfall, filling the grooves, allowing you to take any path you want down the hill. So I think it has to do with habitual thinking, rigid brains, stuck brains, brains that have too much order and need to be disordered a bit. This all remains to be proven. There's actually a group at Mass General at Harvard that is looking at the whole question of rumination and psychedelics and seeing if that is indeed the common denominator. Because we think of all these diagnoses as actual real things, but they're really conventions of the psychiatry industry. And if you read the DSM, the whole encyclopedia of diagnoses, every 5 years they throw out a bunch, they add a bunch, they don't really know what they're doing. So I remember asking a psychiatrist, I said, isn't it a little weird that this same drug works on these 5 different things, addiction and obsession? And he said, well, how do you know they're different things? Maybe they're all different symptoms of the same brain, same kind of brain. And so, depression, if you think about it, anxiety is to worry about the future. Depression is really being a victim of the past, but it's a similar mental construct. And psychedelics appears to weaken it.